21st, 1861, Union General McDowell marches on Manassas, expecting a quick win. At Bull Run, Confederate forces under Beauregard and Johnston clash with him in a chaotic fight. Jackson's brigade holds firm on Henry House Hill, earning the name
1861, Wilson's Creek, Missouri. Union Brigadier General Nathaniel Lyon marches from Springfield to strike a larger Confederate force gathering along the creek. At dawn, both sides trade thunderous artillery, then clash in a fierce...
Just outside Leesburg, Virginia, October 21st, 1861, Union forces crossed the Potomac, hoping to strike a Confederate camp atop Ball's Bluff. What they found was a trap. With their backs to the river...
1862, ice and iron collide on the banks of the Cumberland. Union guns pound Fort Donelson while ironclads hammer from the river. Leading the push, Brigadier General Ulysses S. Grant.
1862, Hampton Roads. The ironclad CSS Virginia steams out to smash the Union blockade, but the revolutionary USS Monitor slides in to meet her. For hours, the armored Titans trade thunder at point-blank range.
In early April 1862, Union and Confederate forces collided near a little church called Shiloh. For 2 days, savage fighting raged through the Tennessee woods, bayonets, musket volleys, thunderous...
In the spring of 1862, Admiral David Farragut drove a daring Union fleet past the guns of Forts Jackson and St. Philip. Through the smoke and fire of the lower Mississippi, his ships battered Confederate
battles. In the sweltering summer of 1862, outside Richmond, Virginia, 7 days of brutal, rolling battles reshaped the Civil War. From the opening cannon...
Late August 1862, Manassas once more erupts in fire. For 3 days, Lee's outnumbered Confederates clash with General Pope's Union Army in brutal fields and smoky woods. Artillery roars, lines shattered.
1862. Dawn breaks over Antietam Creek as Union forces surge across the Stone Bridge. Facing them, Robert E. Lee's army digs in. Cannon roar, muskets crash, and in a cornfield turn...
December 1862. Union troops cross the Rappahannock and fight house to seize Fredericksburg. The next day, wave after wave assaults Marye's Heights, only to be torn apart.
1862. Union and Confederate armies clashed along the Stones River near Murfreesboro, Tennessee. For 3 brutal days, volleys of musket and cannon tore through the winter air. More than 19,000
In the tangled wilderness of Virginia, May 1863, Union Commander Joseph Hooker believed he had Robert E. Lee cornered. But Lee split his already outnumbered army, sending Stonewall Jackson on a daring flank.
1863. 2 great armies converge on a farm town in Pennsylvania. For 3 days, the hills around Gettysburg erupt with musket fire, cannon smoke, and heroism. Lee's seasoned Confederates drive hard, but Meade's Union defenders hold firm.
In the spring of 1863, General Grant's army closed in on the Confederate stronghold of Vicksburg. 70,000 Union soldiers surrounded 30,000 defenders on the bluffs above the Mississippi. For 47 days...
In the woods of northern Georgia, Confederate General Braxton Bragg pounced on Union forces under William Rosecrans. For 3 days, the two armies tore each other apart along Chickamauga Creek. Smoke choked...
1863, Chattanooga, a city trapped by mountains and Confederate guns. Union troops, starving and encircled, strike back under Ulysses S. Grant. Lookout Mountain Falls, Missionary Ridge...
1864, Union Gen Ulysses S. Grant drove his army into the tangled Virginia thickets known as the Wilderness. For 2 days, blue and gray collided in choking smoke and fire. Confederate counterattacks turned the forest...
1864, Grant and Lee crashed together at Spotsylvania Courthouse. For 2 relentless weeks, trenches fill with smoke, mud, and fire. Grant refuses to pull back. At the Bloody Angle, men fight at arm's length.
1864, Cold Harbor, Virginia. Grant hopes to break Lee's entrenched line and end the war. Before dawn, tens of thousands of Union troops surge forward. Within minutes, the attack collapsed.
Union General James McPherson drives hard for Atlanta, but Confederate General John Bell Hood lashes back, striking from the south and east. Through woods, fields, and city streets, the fighting rages all day. Cannon thunder, muskets flash.
August 5th, 1864, Admiral David Farragut's Union fleet steams into the narrow mouth of Mobile Bay, past Fort Morgan's guns, through a minefield of torpedoes, and straight at the iron...
Late afternoon, November 30th, 1864. Outside Franklin, Tennessee, Union troops hold a thin line. 20,000 Confederates surge forward in a desperate charge.
December 15th and 16th, 1864. Union General George Thomas met Confederate General John Bell Hood outside Nashville. Federal infantry and artillery smashed into Hood's fortified lines. After 2 days of fierce fighting...
1865. At a rural crossroads called Five Forks, Union cavalry under Phil Sheridan rides hard against the flank of Confederate General Pickett's line. While Pickett lunches miles away, his
April 9th, 1865, near the sleepy hamlet of Appomattox Courthouse, dawn broke on the last battle of the American Civil War. Outnumbered and surrounded, Robert E. Lee met Ulysses S. Grant in the McLean House.